Hello my gorgeous beings and welcome back to the channel. Well, here we go again. We have started a new island, and if you saw last week's trailer, you know that this is a collaborative island between my husband and myself, and it's super exciting. It's an island inspired by Dodo Airlines expanding their business into a full-on beach resort. So I said my name is Mircea as usual, and I chose this island since it had the best peninsula and the plaza was in the middle. But looking back, I probably would have chosen top right instead. Oh well. We got pears, a blue airport, and one cute starter villager. The other is an abomination. Placed all of the tents on the beach, did my chores, and named the island Azor, after the blue color you can see all over the Dodo Airlines branding. Took a nap and once again got smacked in the face by Tom Nook asking me where the money is, but he called me Lebowski, so that was weird. Anyway, the first day got skipped, and here's a quick summary on how to get 5,000 Nook miles fast. Start by setting your birthday the day after you start, if you don't care about those details at least. Write something on the notice board, take a photo, edit a design, change something on your passport, doesn't matter what it is. Shake the trees until an item, no, not the wasps, until an item drops down. Open your phone 8 exact times, sell your item, and just buy anything that you can afford. And bada bing bada boom, 5,000 fresh miles ready to go and paid to the overlord. I got a little extra by selling fruits, weeds, and some other stuff that I did. I upgraded to a house, ordered a bandana as usual, and caught some bugs so I could place a Blather's tent. Canberra laughed at my face, so I got on a plane and left for a Nono Island for some essential supplies. I gave some of it to Timmy and placed the shop lot down on the beach before skipping a day so I could say hi to Mabel. Hey girl! I placed down the required fencing, went clothes shopping, and sold some gold for a quick 4.5 million. If only it was that easy in real life. Anyway, Tom told me about the 3 houses. I placed the bridge, placed all 3 houses, furnished all of them, and let them all autofill. Because I hate life apparently, and ended up with Rodeo the bull, Patty the cow, and Chef the goat, and suddenly we had Old MacDonald's farm. I skipped to the next day and Mabel was there for not 1, not 2, but 3 sweet days in a row. So I could place the lot on the beach and skip another day while resident services was being remodeled just like that. So now Miss Girl is here, the plan evolved, and the campsite was built and placed, you guessed it, on the beach. I skipped a couple days and dreaded the monstrosity of a grumpy villager that would be in that tent. I'll give you 5 seconds right here to comment below who you think it is, but I guarantee you will never guess it. After contemplating life, I went in and I wanted to scream. I walked in expecting another beardo, but never in my life would I have expected a good villager, let alone Raymond, one of the most sought after villagers in the game. Anyway, I placed his house and skipped another day to welcome Raymond onto the island. What a legend. I began collecting some custom designs and oh, hey, didn't see you there. At this point, there wasn't much left to do to finish the story, and I had done everything you've seen so far on the same day. So I took a small teeny tiny break before continuing with the shenanigans of getting to 3 heckin' stars. I started placing some random stuff all over the island, upgrading my house for that sweet storage, and placing a bunch of custom designed dresses all over for those furniture points. I spoke to Blathers to get some fossils assessed so I could place them across the island, but I also just wanted to say hi to him. After many dresses, I planted some flowers in random spots and asked Tom for a pot to place down since you need at least 8 villagers to get to 3 stars. I flew off to an island which ended up being Cube, and honestly, I adore Cube. Plus, he is literally the colors of the dodo birds, so that was an easy first island. You're coming home with me. I mean, just look at him. Too precious. For the second lot, I came across a penguin, another penguin, a bird, and a purple wolf. I decided to take since purple is pretty cool. With Lobo joining the squad, I skipped to the next day for him to move in and skedaddled my little ex to Isabel for our first island evaluation. And well, Tom freaked out, we had a little party, and then I was finally free. Woohoo! So, of course, from here it's only natural selection, progression, towards the dreaded terraforming. I know, none of us like doing it, and I will spare you from most of it, but I did claim both the river and cliff constructions, and then as I started the process of cleaning up all of the items, Rodeo had a thought bubble. And I really had to think about this one because Rodeo is so cool and kind of matches the vibe of the island, so it was a struggle to decide whether to let him go. Okay, I'm sorry. Just kidding, goodbye. But before we start that process, I quickly finished cleaning up all the items, chopped down all the trees, dug up the stumps, and did a teensy bit of terraforming. Starting with the right side of the plaza, it started like this, and it ended like this. Nothing too fancy. Raymond broke my heart, and I then started on the entrance. I elected to not flatten the entire island at this point, nor do all the terraforming right now across the island, since some of it is going to be based on the builds that we're doing, so the terraforming will slowly be done as we make progress. But it ended up like this, very nice. I started pathing and elected that I didn't like it for the island, so went to change it, and after a quick flyover, it was time to introduce my other half to the island. My partner in life, my partner for this island, and the head of villager recruitment has finally joined the island. After a little introduction, he placed his tent, did a quick change, and here we go. The team is finally together. Yay! So now it's time for me to take a little break as Tiller goes to find some new villagers for the island. If you'd like to see how that went, that video went up this past Friday on his channel, so make sure you go check it out. Heck, you could even pause this video, go watch his, and come back here. You're back? Okay, let's go! While Tiller had the reins, Nook's cranny upgraded, and I woke up with a total bedhead. Nice. This sand pathing fits the vibes much better, so I placed the bridge and skipped to the next day. And to my surprise, Antonio wants to move out, and I was genuinely sad to see him go, but who am I to deny him chasing his dreams? So I let him. I'm gonna miss you, Antonio. I finished pathing the entrance, and let's pretend I didn't forget to hit record. Oops. So Cube and I are here to tell you that I moved my house just past the entrance so it can act as like the visitor center. I also pathed a street all around it, since the first half of the island will be kind of like a town core vibe. At least that's the idea. But let's skip to the next day. So my house is all moved and it's looking a little goofy, so let's upgrade it too. Followed by some fences around the premises of the house, and I ended up using the sand path to act as a little parking spot. I skipped another day and decided to test my luck finding a replacement for Antonio. So I grabbed a stack of tickets and flew to the first destinations. We saw a couple villagers like Stu, Weber, Pudge, Octavian, and Sweet Celia. None of these have been bad so far, but then we ran into Wade. Wade is my favorite villager, the cutest little bean, and let me tell you, it hurt leaving him behind. Just look at him, a sweet innocent angel on vacation. I'm so sorry, Wade, I love you. But my pains were quickly soothed as we ran into Boots on the very next island, who is actually on our target list, and I only had 3 tickets left, so this was perfect. Naturally, we asked Boots to join our island, and I skipped to the next day as soon as we were back at the airport to have Boots moved in. Yay! We knew we wanted a gator on this island as a reference to your standard Floridian summer resort, and we both agreed Boots would be perfect. Don't you think so, Boots? 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 No, wait, hold on. Following that, I upgraded my house one more time and skipped a day so I could finally customize the exterior. As you know, the goal is like a visitor center or check-in center, so I kept it pretty basic with some blues and yellows to match the theme. Perfect. Tom said it was an interesting choice, so after I reported him to HR, I skipped to the next day, and would you look at that, it's so nice, it's perfect. Eat poop, Tom. I started waterscaping the left riverbed, added a bridge extending from the road, and finished that section of the street pathing. It's all coming together slowly. I took a little day-long break, but now we're back and it's finally time to tackle the entrance. It's decorating time, baby! I'm roughly following this reference picture, so let's do this. Most of the cliff is going to be some plants, flowers and bushes, and some trees, with a little sign and meetup spot in the corner. Adding some lights and it's done. It's the smallest island entrance I've done, but I love the vibes and I think it works great. As for past the bridge, I started decorating with some small fences and some scooters, small and big, to act like a little rental spot. It's not quite done yet, but for now I like it. The house needed a sign and I turned the parking spot into a little loading and parking area for staff, starting with a truck, a couple boxes, and of course a Dodo branded car. Nice. I also decorated the inside of the house while I was playing in handheld, and this is the result. The goal was a help and check-in desk for visitors with the flair of a Dodo summer resort, and I think it works. I personally like how it turned out, but let me know what you think. So here we are, the entrance done, the house also done, but there is still much left to do. I saw this reference picture and I just know it's perfect for where that left bridge is, so let's make it happen. I started waterscaping the rough shape until Chef decided to plop down for some light reading and I had to close her in. But I also had to move some houses and skip days, so crisis averted and she's okie dokie. I realized here the bridge isn't fully centered, but oh well. I just went ahead to plant the trees, shrubs, and flowers. Added a little fountain and some garden stands with flowers between the trees on the upper cliffs. Perfection. I added some more trees and bushes to the sides while I was moving the other houses, as well as starting and finishing the street pathing all the way around, which took a lot longer than I expected. Here is that little transition area in full bloom and I love how it turned out. So pretty. So at this point we have completed the story, started terraforming, and finished decorating a couple areas on the island. They're small areas, but it's definitely making the island starting to come together. There's still some big stuff to be done, including a whole jungle core side to the island, so there's still a lot to do. But that will be a problem for future Mircea, as that is all we're doing in today's video. We've made a lot of progress, got some new villagers, and I'm really happy with everything so far. I did continue building here and there during editing, and some of the major town core builds were already done live on stream, so make sure you drop a follow on Twitch if you can't wait to see what's next, or even subscribe, as the next video will feature exciting things, such as the star of the show, a Dodo hotel, and also a bunch of other cool things. Tiller and I are super excited to continue with this island, and we can't wait to show you all how it turns out and which other villagers will be joining the squad of cuties. Feel free to drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and drop a like over on my husband's video too. This is our first collaborative island and we're super excited to show you all what we have in stock. So make sure you subscribe to both channels to not miss a thing, and to get another Animal Crossing video in a notification box near you soon. Thank you all so much for watching and for all the support you guys have shown me on all of my videos this past year. Please make sure you all stay happy and healthy, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye!